to each house, and that is something that, you know, gives you a lot more eyes, gives you a lot more angles, gives you a lot more vantage points, and I am not complaining. But when Godless has that AWM in, out of 10 times it is going to move down south towards Rozhok, which means they are going to have to cross that little river, and there's only one bridge to do so. So the question is, either do you jump it and then swim it, deploying smoke on the other side, or do you risk driving over that bridge? Because if you drive over that bridge, we have a man known as Godless. We saw him wipe someone out from a vehicle in the last game, and my money's on him doing it again. And boom! Oh, that just whizzed past, parting his hair right in the middle.
A free haircut courtesy of Godless. As now FDRS going up against F4. The circle is shifted further south, down south off the river, meaning Rozhok is going to be where the action is going to be taking place. Joker is going to, well, it looks like that is going to be it for Joker. No, never mind. R3 still have a couple of players alive, so the rest is going to be coming on in. Ice is going to unload onto a player. T2K joining in the fray, and finally, we might be seeing some action here. Boro lying prone. Oh, it's going to get the knock onto Frypan. That's huge. And now, Frypan down. Venom Legends. They have 3 players alive, but they need to somehow find him. In the meantime, DRS with this little bit of cover that Boro has, but he gets spotted out, an angle found out by his opponents, and this is a 3-way fight. DRS against F4 with his Venom Legends, nades being tossed on in. F4 now pushing up, dodging the nades being tossed in the direction by the side of DRS, and DRS will be wiped out in the 15th place. There's 2 kills to the name, and this is looking pretty good. Now Zeus, all 4 players still alive. Godless still looking for that knock, another knock with that AWM, but instead he's going to unload with that AKM of his. He's going to be switching over to the AWM. Now he's going to scope one in, but unfortunately his prey has fallen into the water, where it is Future Station in 7C, just swimming on around, trying to stay alive. It's Evil Eye for the side of Future Station, and Godless is just pushing on in. Hold on, another fight breaking out, 1952, pushing in and wiping out Venom Legends. I like the fact that Godless is kind of pushing in, but that could be problematic from him later on, because if he does get spotted out, that ghillie suit is not going to help you when you are moving around on your feet. Remember, Future Station were just a bit high up, but they've come in, they've jumped in the water, in fact, so and right now, on paper, it's a good move. It is a very good move, and he's not going in alone, though. He's got backup. He's got one teammate right next to him. But Zeus, they have nothing to lose.
I like the fact, see, they're hungry for kills, but they can't give up on their position as well. Their position is amazing. It is the highest point right now in their circle, and his teammates are going to have to make sure they focus elsewhere. Now, if he does get knocked, it could be problematic, as it looks like High Voltage are unloading on Stalwart Flex.
Assassinated by Assassin. High Voltage, all 4 alive. They have the compound as well. And there we go, 1952 coming in a fight from Leo. That is going to be another member of Zeus who's taking a fight. They're taking fights in multiple directions. You can see Leo on his own inside the compound. Zeus by his lonesome. And the 2 top fraggers of Pmpl South Asia are playing like an army of 2. Icy and Godless together. But then the call arrives for Godless to fall on back, to recoup, to regroup. There we go. I'm forgetting how to English right now. It's so exciting. F4, Voltrix, meanwhile, on a bit of a streak. F4 are looking good.
It happens to the best of us, and well, when you get to cast with one of the best, I mean, I think you can get a pass here and there, Blay. But now the circle is going to be moving in, and the question is, where does it go? It is going to be in Deadeye's guy's favor, but T2K are going to be cemented in as well. Now Zeus, of course, in proper Zeus esports fashion, are going to pay no attention to the win. They're going to go in willy-nilly. If they die, they die, but they are going to get a few more kills on the way.
I love how the call for the rotation,
they just don't care.
They just don't care. They're like, oh, okay, the circle's here. We're going in our vehicles, just pushing in, taking their opponent's compounds, and they have indeed pushed in right on the edge of the play zone.
And right now, they are going to be in the center of all this attention. 1952, Skylight Gaming are going to be on one end. T2K is going to hold another. Deadeye's guy is going to move in as well. Remember, they were separated earlier on, so Hungry Box can hold down the fort while his teammates come in. Elsewhere, Jane is picking a fight with Deadeye's guys, as Extreme still has his eyes on Stalwart Flex. And just as I say that, that is going to be GGWP for them as they get eliminated in the 11th position.
10 teams remain, 33 alive, an average of 3.3 teams per members per team. Skylight Gaming, he needs to win this duel. It's going to get the finish before he gets knocked on down. ZEUSZYOL with the quick trade though. Great play there coming in from Joker to at least confirm the kill, because they know they need these points. At least they still have Heaven X and Chari still in contention. Nate being tossed on in, that could find ZEUSZYOL. ZEUSZYOL is somehow dancing around these nades, and Zeus now down to 3 members, but they have pushed on in. Wolverine now out in the open. He's got a little bit of rock cover to work with. Wolfix needs to decide, does he run on across? Does he go for the play here? The arm comes out, Godless, cross is trained, but he will have to be wary of the fact that he could be exposed to someone else. Nate cooked. You think he knows Chari's position. He sees that. He sees that gas canister. Oh! And it's going to explode. Perfect read coming in from Zeus, and he's going to be pushing on in to get the finish here. Running in, dodging, weaving, Chari crawling around asking for help, but help would not arrive. The nade is perfection though!
Beautiful.
The timing could have been better, but Zeus finds himself a little bit of cover to heal himself. A follow-up nade could be massive from Heaven X.
You were absolutely right about the gas cannon. Mind you, a little bit of a sound cue was given by Chari, and well, these guys are on top of their game as far as esports, Zeus esports goes, if I'm to be honest. And there you have it. Leo's is going to find the last man from Skylight Gaming as Heaven is taken down, and with that, Skylight Gaming are going to exit in the 8th position with just 1 kill. Now, High Voltage need to hold down the fort as 1952 are going to move in elsewhere. F4 come under heavy fire from 7C Esports.
1952 just pushing up to the top floor. High Voltage trying to hold onto this compound, onto this building. They got Assassin outside as well to provide a little bit of eyes and a little bit of assistance, and indeed he will with the AG, and that is going to be the call for Extreme and KHOONI to drop one down. Aussie jumping on from outside as well. 1952 are getting murdered, wiped out, eliminated by High Voltage. Great play there from High Voltage, not losing a single member at all.
Sparks are definitely flying for High Voltage right now, but the action is going to continue as Zeus Esports are going to be mounting an attack on, well, a couple of members of T2K who have that presence of mind to move away from them. But there you go, Jane. He had nowhere to go. If he jumped off, Deadeye's guys would have got him. That was, of course, something that he did anticipate. Oh my goodness! That was beautiful bait over there as Leo thought it was an enemy, but he just blew himself up.
Oh, amazing! I can't even blame him. The smoke just dissipated.
Just as it dissipated, we saw the canister. He must have been like, "Uh-oh."
Is at that moment he knew he messed up. Well, Wolverine still outside, out in the open. Rig will be knocked down by Deadeye's guys. Leo, he's continuing his streak. Rig will be finished off. I do believe. No, 7C still standing. 1 member still alive. That is Mimo and Wolverine. He sees him waiting, biding his time, waiting to confirm the kill, ensuring he gets that frag. So Mimo, the last man standing for his team alongside Wolverine for F4. But for the rest of these teams, Deadeye's guys, all 4 still alive. T2K, at least 3 still alive. Zeus, down to a 3-man squad. But a 3-man squad doesn't really matter when it is Zeus Esports, and they're going to be going up against Deadeye's guys.
They are going to be going up, and looks like Memo has been taken down by T2K. It wasn't Wolverine who unleashed his claws on him. Of course, you don't want to give out your sound cue, but Deadeye's guys, that is a tricky situation. You do not want to be clumped in so tight. And Godless and Leos, do you have enough cover? Because the grenade is being hurled right in your direction.
Right now, for the time being, for the next few seconds, both these teams are in the play zone. But Deadeye's guys, like you said, both these teams are kind of clumped up together. Deadeye's guys particularly, you can see Wadusir and Shifu alongside Hungry Box kind of together inside of the building, while on top is right outside. And I want to say, the winner of this particular team fight might be the ones getting the chicken dinner here.
It could be, because you got to remember one thing. High Voltage's position is just phenomenal right now. They have the high ground in this circle, and until or unless the circle shifts, there you go. That is when he exactly realized that things are not going the way he wanted to. But of course, he is back on his feet. No harm done. Wolverine is going to be in trouble. He does have to fight the blue zone. It's not going to be enough. And ooh, he does get that first hit in time. But he has T2K in front of him. His chances are looking very, very slim.
Well, it's gone. F4 will be eliminated. Fifth position with 6 kills, and not too shabby at all. Zeus, finally, a nade will find its mark. Shifu will be down on his knees trying to crawl into safety, but no. He'll actually stick on around. He didn't actually. T2K with Sarga stealing the frag away from Zeus. Yeah, you don't want to take the prey away from an angry lion. Zeus, 3 members, another nade being cooked here by Godless. He's going to be tossing it in, and it's going to deal a lot of damage, but not quite the knock.
Have a look at all the smokes being deployed by Zeus. They know they need to make a move right now, and they wouldn't really mind if Deadeye's guys come along with them, because they have to take the fight to High Voltage, who I remember said earlier have that little higher ground. Mind you, T2K need to push in as well, so this could just be pretty much a bloodbath right now, and bullets are going to fly, bodies are going to drop like dominoes. The question is, who is going to come out on top?
4v3, v3, v3. Here we go. The fight breaks on out. Godless is going for the jumping shots. What a lunatic. He's got to find the knock. And now ZEUSZYOL is going to be the last member left alive. Godless needs to make a run for it. He's going to get a finish in the smoke like a wraith. He disappears on a sliver of HP. I don't know how Zeus have come out on top of there. And now Deadeye's guys down to ZEUSZYOL. Trapped behind a little bit of a wall. He's going to be finished off by Zeus. Zeus will come out on top. They're taking out Deadeye's guys, but a nade from ZEUSZYOL before he falls is going to find Godless. But ZEUSZYOL, he's pushing up. He wants to defend his position for them. They have a bit of a depression, bit of a cover to work with. But T2K, all 4 players still alive. All 3 players, rather. I
love the aggression being displayed by Zeus Esports over there as Assassin is going to be taken down to the ground onto his knees right now. Frankie is right on the other side of the wall. And now he gets up. He anticipates someone coming in. KHOONI could be coming in from the smoke and he could go down, but Sarga with a beautiful grenade that could be devastating, and it is. In fact, Leo's is going to be wiped out as ZEUSZYOL and Godless are now the only 2 members remaining for Zeus Esports.
Well, it's the same thing for T2K. It's, well, the 3v2v2. Godless down on his knees. ZEUSZYOL going in for the rest. Utsarga, Frankie healing himself. High voltage in a great position. The nade could be it. That could actually is going to be a smoke.
It is a smoke. It's a good smoke from high voltage, but now Zeus Esports can utilize it as well. But this is where Aussie Sound Sense needs to come on point. He is going to find out that ZEUSZYOL is coming. There you go, and that attack has been dissipated.
T2K out in 3rd position. 3v2. 3v2. High voltage.
The only thing that is against high voltage right now is the fact that they have cover. However, one good grenade could be devastating. And of course, if Godless is going to be unleashing his wrath on you, well, you are going to be in a world of trouble.
Last first aid kit for the side of Godless is going to heal himself up. High voltage, creeping, crawling, trying to stay alive, duking it out against the Grim Reaper of ERANGEL. And Godless coming in from the side. He spots out KHOONI, but a second too late. And now it's basically down to ZEUSZYOL. He's in a 1v2. Ducking and dodging and weaving around, but KHOONI's coming in for the finish, and he's going to get knocked down in turn. It's a 1v1!
Oh!
And ZEUSZYOL, he pulls it off! You will not deny Zeus! Winner, winner, chicken dinner, the 1v2 clutch in the end. Magnificent!